Alex, what does UndiMsia mean to you?
To be honest, UndiMsia means, for me personally, it's because I'm a student. Okay, if I don't start now to work towards for a better Malaysia, when will we start? Therefore, the significance of UndiMsia to me that is a very good action group. It helps to keep young people nowadays in touch with politics and things that are working towards for a better tomorrow. So yeah.
What's UndiMsia to you?
Frankly, I don't know much about it, but from what I've been reading, it's about this voter education thing that is supposed to educate people on how to vote. Like, you don't vote based on a party because you want party X and you want party Y, but you actually vote based on the issues that your candidates present.
Okay. Shah, so you are the chairman of my constitution, right?
Yes.
And you are here for a UndiMsia event. What do you think of resource sharing?
Oh, well, I think there's a lot of overlap, so inevitably there's going to be a lot of resource sharing. So I don't see a problem with it. As long as we understand they are separate, but there's a lot of overlap in terms of resources.
Fantastic. So, Wenjun, what does UndiMsia mean to you?
UndiMsia means we vote for a better Malaysia because we have the choice to do so.
What's UndiMsia?
UndiMsia to me is education. Education just not just education, it's a lifestyle actually. Like what I've been trying to do even before this, I'm trying to spread the awareness to my friends about what it means. I mean, it's not just politics and Western each other. It means a lot more than that. It means so I want to spread the awareness to my friends, especially my peers who are mostly ignorant toward issues and about how they can, what they can do, what they look at when they vote and when they actually even comment and care about these issues. So UndiMsia to me is educating my peers.
What does UndiMsia mean to you?
Don't know lah. Oh, it's taping. Oh,
yeah.
It's about issues and not personalities. But they've got a bunch of celebrities.
So what does that mean?
That means they are a bit confused. It's all in good fun and good faith, and they are lawyer broking as well.
What are one or two issues which are important to you?
To me, education. Okay, honestly, you guys know the price of education nowadays, right? It's expensive in tertiary education, and to be honest, those JPA applicants and all, they're picked not based on their merits, but on certain qualities that the government feel like they can brainwash them and things like that. So education to me is something I feel very close to heart. So yeah.
Okay, so what makes you interested in what UndiMsia are doing?
It's a good cause, it's a long-term thing, and yeah, I guess maybe that's the reason why lah. It's good. It's a good cause. It's long term, and it's always good to have something long term.
What does UndiMsia mean to you?
UndiMsia means 2 attempts at getting elected, and this is my second attempt with UndiMsia. I'm probably going to lose again because my bane is Azmir is still there, and from the look of things, he's going to get elected again. But it's okay. It's the journey, not the result. So I will always support this initiative, and my constituency is on board as well. One of the
Okay, next.
platforms. Oh, I'm speaking too much. Okay.
Okay, but how does that work through UndiMsia? What attracts you to them?
Because UndiMsia does not just tell us what the other organizations are telling us, which is how do you register to vote, how do you get yourself on the ballot sheet and ballot roll and then make sure you are there. It tells us about the substantive issues that we need to look at, which not many organizations out there are doing, so I think that's very interesting.
What are some of these issues?
Issues can be very basic issues from the constitution, which they have no idea what it's about, most of them, to stuff like the ISA, like the AUKU, like OSA, like EO. I mean, some people don't even know what's happening. I'm talking about my peers. So these are one of the main issues. Yeah.
Is UndiMsia part of Lawyer Bureau?
No lah, of course not. It just so happened to be originated from Lawyer Bureau. All its volunteers are Lawyer Brokers, and all their campaign updates go on Lawyer Bureau. But it's got nothing to do with Lawyer Bureau.
What are one or two issues which are important to you that you feel passionate about?
Education system, and also like public transport maybe. But yeah. Actually, I mean, all the issues, I'm sure all the issues is like, it's important to everybody. I mean, just like, you know, the Undi Latte on Facebook, there's so many candidates and they're all championing different causes, but in the end, all these causes are all important to everyone.
Okay.
I guess everything is important.
What are some of the core issues which you feel that Malaysia should address?
Well, I must be very frank. The core issue to me is the Constitution. Typecast. Okay, yeah, the Constitution, because I think there isn't enough respect of the Constitution by the powers that be. So I think we need to ensure that the Constitution is respected, but for us to know that, for us to be able to tell those in power that you should respect the Constitution, you must first know the Constitution. And that's what my Constitution is about.
Well, what do you make of our Prime Minister's gift to the nation last night?
The ISA deal, right? To be honest, that is a very, very good gift for Hari Malaysia, because detention without trial is something that should not be happening anywhere in the world. What more a country like Malaysia? We are a democratic country. We're working towards becoming a first world status, and in my opinion, in a first world country, things like this should not be allowed to happen. So it is honestly a very good gift for Hari Malaysia.
How do you think Malaysia is different from the other NGOs and this kind of citizen awareness drive that we've seen so far?
I think it's because a lot of it, like my constituency, a lot of it is pushed by the young. So it's very important, because I think the future of the country lies with the young. And if as you can see, all the young people here are very excited, very energetic. I think they've been here since like yesterday. So they're all very young and energetic. So people like me can't keep up, let alone people like Bengizel. So that's why I think this will succeed, because the young, it is being pushed by the young.
What do you think about Najib's announcement yesterday about the emergency and ISA?
That's a good step forward, but I've yet to see it implemented. I mean, the emergency ordinance is an act of Parliament, and so is the ISA. So until Parliament repeals this act completely, then I guess that will be fully implemented. But yeah, I'm just glad it's a step forward.
Okay, thanks. Choose one more gift for him to give. What would it be?
The Alcohol Act. Okay. I wish that he could repeal that, because honestly, students, if we don't start now, if we don't get in touch with all these current issues of politics and things like that, when will we ever start? Are we going to let the future generations, the mistakes of our forefathers, are we going to let them haunt us for the rest of our lives?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very
What
much.
do you make of our Prime Minister's announcement, gift to the nation yesterday?
I think if we take anything at all from there, anything at all, it must be that now the emergency is over. I think, yes, you can say the ISA is going to be repealed, but 2 new laws are going to be enacted in its place. But whatever it is, the most important thing to me is that we are no longer in a state of emergency. Now, you must remember that the emergency gives a lot of power to the government, and a lot of the laws that we now know of derives from the emergency. So once it's ended, 6 months after that, all these laws will no longer have effect. And so, and the emergency cannot simply be proclaimed. It must be there must be circumstances for such a state to be proclaimed. So I think that's important. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, no.